It's time to react to one of my favorite channels, Guga Food. Guga. He made a dry-aged porchetta and it sounds really good. Even though I have the best porchetta recipe on my YouTube channel. Oh yeah, the recipe is made by the Porchetta King in Italy and he's gonna show you step by step how to make the best porchetta on the planet. But I also have my dad's homemade version, easy porchetta. Let's see if Guga is a porchetta man. The video has almost 400,000 views, which is a lot for a porchetta video. So let's see if he deserves all these views.
And here we have the star of the show. It is a monster porchetta.
Monster porchetta? Wait. A monster porchetta is on my YouTube channel where we have a massive pork belly. It's huge. Huge. Please go and watch the video now. You will be amazed. The Porchetta King of Italy made the porchetta video recipe and it's the best one you can find online. The best. Nothing better than that. And I have it on my channel or on vincenzosplay.com. This is probably a 4 or 5 kilos one.
And I'm talking about the real deal. Usually I just get pork belly to do porchetta, but
yeah,
not this one. And that's because it comes with a full loin. Yes, my friends, I finally found it. And
bravo. It's not easy to find, I have to say. Like here in Australia, for example, I live in Australia, in Sydney, and sometimes if you go to the shop or normal butchers, they even actually, I don't know why they cut the skin, which I don't want that. This is what I want. He actually found the meat inside. This is great.
And that is all because of my amazing meat dealer, Emilio.
Fantastic, Emilio. Bravo, Emilio.
Oh, give the man a bloody medal!
And you do need the meat.
If you don't have a meat dealer, you should. Unlike other people,
I agree. Like you need a pecorino dealer, you need a pasta dealer, you need a mozzarella dealer, and you need a porchetta dealer. You need a dealer for everything.
Now let's talk about this wonderful piece of meat. As you can see, it has plenty of fat.
And you want fat, because the fat will melt when you cook it. It will release beautiful flavors.
So I first started on the corners. I highly recommend you leaving a little bit frozen. This will make the job a lot easier.
Yeah, well, frozen. I mean, it's always nice to have fresh, but yeah, okay. I know what you mean.
What I'm trying to do this is remove 1 inch of meat, but being extremely careful not to cut the skin. That is the trick here. So my recommendation is take your time and go nice and slow.
Okay. I get everyone has their own techniques of making porchetta. This is his, so I'm interested to see what he's gonna do with the skin.
Now here I'm not trying to remove this piece out. What I am doing is trying to separate it from the skin.
I don't understand what's going on here. I'm a bit confused, my friend.
This will allow me to remove a little bit of the fat. Trust me, I know what you're thinking already. Guga, fat is flavor.
Yeah, it is.
And you are right. But there's no way that we're gonna eat this amount of fat.
Okay. Are you ruining this dry-aged piece of porchetta? I don't understand.
It's just an overwhelming amount, so removing a little bit of it is a good practice. I mean, as I take it out, take a look at it. That's a lot of fat, man.
I know. But I guess when you cook it, the fat from the oil, it will be released and it will go away. It won't stay in there. But anyway.
And so I kept trimming it until I was happy with the amount out. Once I was done, I also jumped to the other corner and separated it as well.
No, my friend, sorry, you separate. You don't do this to porchetta. I understand what you're trying to do, Guga, but the porchetta, leave it alone. Okay? There are techniques to be used. You can watch the video from the master, okay, on my YouTube channel, and it shows you how to do it. But to do this to the skin, you're completely separating this, you know? So I don't understand what kind of result we're gonna get if that's what you do. You don't need to remove the fat because, like I said, the oil will go. So when you cook the porchetta, you wanna have like a tray full of water or beer. That's what we learned from the best porchetta man in Italy. All the oil, in this case the fat, will drip in it.
Because once I was done, this is what it looks like now. As you can see, I still have a crazy amount of fat left. So removing that amount was a good thing. But now
I have to say, yes, you're right. It's a lot of fat.
Now that we got it ready, the next thing to do is to go ahead and get it seasoned. And for this, you have to be very generous. This is a large piece of meat. So I started with a good amount of salt. Maybe a crazy amount. It can handle it. This thing is huge.
100%. You need to be crazy. Go crazy with salt.
Once the salt was done, I jumped into black pepper and a wonderful amount of fresh spice mix. This is what makes porchetta really good.
What is it? I want to know. What is it?
And here's how to make it. Into the food processor, I threw in a good amount of garlic.
Garlic, we do use garlic in porchetta, but it's always good to have no fresh garlic. I know it sounds crazy, but fresh garlic is not really the best thing to use for porchetta. It's best to use a dry garlic, like a slow dried garlic. It's a lot better that way. I know it sounds crazy.
Turn on the food processor and chopped it all up. Then I threw in fresh thyme, followed by rosemary.
I like it.
Processed everything fine and my rub was ready. That is how easy it is to make it. And let
You should have used more herbs, I think, but it's good. It's a nice mix.
me tell you something, this packs a wonderful flavor. The only thing I had to do was to make sure I spread it all over. Because the next ingredient is an important one, and we're talking about lemon zest.
Oh, okay. That's personal. It's personal. I love lemon everywhere. I don't mind lemon in porchetta. It's a great idea. I have to try it, I guess. I put lemon, honestly, everywhere. So I'm with you, Guga, but at the same time, my dad uses whiskey or cognac, and he puts it just before you put the salt and whatever the ingredients there, and he lets it suck the alcohol. So the meat gets extra flavors. The porchetta man, the porchetta king, that actually doesn't use any of it. You use it, okay? I don't think it's wrong.
Make sure you go to town on that lemon zest. With this ingredient, the more, the better. And as you're doing so, it also produces an incredible, wonderful flavor.
Yeah, I agree. Beautiful. I mean, I love that. I love it. It used a large amount of lemon, which I love. Maybe this could be called summer porchetta version. I don't know. Anyone in Italy, I think, especially where I'm from, because where we're from, we are porchetta lovers and porchetta kings. Such a thing will never be accepted, like lemon, because there are other ingredients that go, like juniper, garlic, the rosemary, and so many other type of herbs. But in a way, I am with Guga because lemon goes well everywhere.
So make sure you add plenty of it. Now, since me and my family, we love
Guga, I love you so much. I love your videos. I love your cooking, the way you present. Everything you do is beautiful. But you're gonna put mortadella in porchetta? Come on, man, I've never seen this. I've seen the pit masters doing this, and that was completely wrong. And now you're doing this, Guga, to the porchetta? Why? Please come and visit me in Abruzzo, in Italy. I will be there soon. Then I'll show you. I'm gonna take you to the porchetta world, the porchetta king.
I went ahead and add some. If this is not your thing, just don't add it.
No, it should not be your thing. No, nobody needs to eat it. First, mortadella, it's something that's been pre-cooked already, and it's already been done, and doesn't deserve to go inside a porchetta. If you would have used maybe sliced guanciale, maybe a raw guanciale, not cured. But the mortadella, you can't slow cook this for like 4 or 5 hours with mortadella in there. You can't. What are you gonna do next? Put spinach and mozzarella? Come on, man.
But I'll tell you one thing, if you like it, man, go ahead and add some.
No, Guga, don't say this to people. I love mortadella. I'm a mortadella ambassador. I've got mortadella in my fridge. I always have mortadella. But never came into my mind to put mortadella in the porchetta. The pork, especially this dry-aged pork that you have, this dry-aged porchetta, that's what you want to enjoy, the flavors, the simplicity. Simplicity at its best. The mortadella is gonna die in there.
Because once you have done so, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and roll it into itself.
Really? Nothing else? Just like that? Okay. I don't think you put enough rosemary, to be honest.
And this requires patience. Going nice and slow is the way to go. To make things easier for me, since I'm doing it by myself, I'm gonna stitch it up.
Yeah, nice. Stitch up is nice. It requires skills.
But if you have 2 people holding it for you, you can just use butcher's twine. However, if you do have this needle, you will make it much more secure. As you can...
Yeah, this is good.
Once I was done with the tying, this is what it looked.
Oh, that's nice.
There's one thing missing, and that is for us to poke a bunch of holes on it. This is a very important step. Remember, this thing has a lot of fat, and if we don't make these holes, where is it gonna go?
It stays in there.
That is totally necessary.
To many holes, Google, let me tell you, too many holes, and this is gonna ruin unfortunately, the crackling, okay? So,
because the only thing left to do is to let it dry age in my refrigerator for 1 week.
nice. Ooh, la frollatura for a week, beautiful. This is what I like to hear. That's nice.
Once the
Look at the difference of the color.
was up, I took it out and look at it. Not only did it completely change
It looks like a mortadella. Maybe the mortadella inside turned it into mortadella. Do you understand what you just did? Do you understand? You got mortadella in there, mortadella for a week in there. It's probably changed color by now.
color, but it's also much drier. That is exactly what we're looking for.
Bellissimo, really nice, beautiful.
The drier that skin is, the crispier it's gonna get.
Look how it closed closed up.
Now we have two options. We can either cook this in the oven indoors, and
Which is not easy, but it's possible. It's a bit messy, especially when you cook the skin. Very messy.
as you can see, my oven is not that big, but it still fits. But come on, we have a grill outside. Why would I do it indoors?
Yeah, true.
But hey, just in case you don't, you definitely can. For the grill, it's kind of tricky to cook this thing because you need a nice large container to hold all of the grease.
That's right.
And most importantly, you don't want to let it sit on the grease itself. So I highly recommend throwing a cooling rack on it, because now the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook it.
Yeah.
And here's how this is gonna go down. I'm first gonna be cooking it at 375 degrees Fahrenheit in indirect heat. Once
Ooh, okay. Using technical products now.
I reach an internal temperature of 175 degrees Fahrenheit, it's time to take it out.
Wow, it pays very good attention to temperatures, which is important.
So now I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook this thing. So let's...
Wait. You need some liquid at the bottom. When you put it in the oven, you need that steam from the bottom to cook the porchetta. Yeah, see the skin? It's not ready yet, I guess. Looks more like when the Chinese duck, when the Chinese restaurants, those ducks are hanging, looks like that. We don't want that. We want this to be super crispy and very dark. Can you see the fat there? Can you see the fat there? Like it's sitting on the fat. We don't want that. You want to have a little bit of space between water or beer and then the porchetta. Don't sit on the fat. No, my friend, sorry, that's not a porchetta, I'm sorry. It looks great, but the crust is not done. What is that? What is that? What is he using? Man, this is technology. Ooh, I want that. Look at that crispy skin. This is insane, man. Where have I been all this time? Guga, where do I buy this from? I want that. This is gonna change my life. That's crispy enough, that's beautiful, but we want more crispy. Look at the poor mortadella. Oh my god, it's so sad. Look at that mortadella. Look how sad the mortadella is. The mortadella just does not belong here. Look how bad it is. Please don't do that ever again. Please don't do this, Guga. Please do a video where you apologize to all your followers and to me, to my family, and say, I'm sorry, I will never do this ever again. No more mortadella. See, from the front, it's a beautiful skin. The skin from the front looks beautiful, looks perfect. The meat seems very moist. But did you tell us how long you cook it for? I don't remember.
Feast! Are you hungry, Angel? You need to be hungry.
Yeah, no, you must. You have to be. You can't do it.
Because that's a big meat. So there's something very special about this porchetta. I want to...
Porchetta.
All right, first, the chicharrones, everybody.
The chicharrones, the skin, la crosta, we call it la crosta. La crosta della porchetta should be like crunchy, super crunchy.
Cheers.
That's crunchy, man.
That is crunchy.
Oh, yeah. Very porky flavor.
It must be. But what did you use to make the skin so crunchy? What was that gun that you used?
Huh? Like extra porky, everybody. I don't know if that's a thing or...
Chicharrones.
It's crunchy. It's very crunch.
Yes, hugely crunch.
I like the crunch on the chicharrón.
Yeah, I can see it's very good. The skin sounds very good.
I'm gonna go for the pork belly first, and then I'll try the loin. One of the things with the loin is always, it's a little bit dry.
See what they're doing. It's very hard to eat porchetta that way. Like they're doing it, but you cut it into a pie, like if you're eating a pie, you're cutting into the pie slice. It's not the way to do it. I just recommend you, Guga, next time just to make a nice roll with porchetta. You will enjoy it so much more. And at the same time, you don't want too much porchetta. I know it doesn't sound right, but you don't want too much because porchetta has strong flavors. It's heavy, it's rich. You're meant to have a smaller amount, okay? A smaller amount. You're not meant to eat that much. It's way too much. It doesn't matter how much you love porchetta. Even the porchetta king will say that's too much in a plate.
Smells phenomenal. All of the herbs are coming through and everything.
I agree, especially the lemon must be beautiful and full of flavors. But the mortadella, oh.
Here's everybody.
Oh,
They're happy, they're excited, they are excited.
That's amazing, everybody. I would say that the flavor has concentrated tremendously on this one here.
This is like pork. Like
They love it.
this is strong.
Oh, I can see here they've written dry-aged porchetta. It's porchetta, my friend. Porchetta is that in Spanish?
It is strong. It's like a porky flavor, boy.
That's what I'm saying. It's very strong. You can't eat too much. Can't have too much. You need to have just enough. If you have too much, you can't finish that. That what Guga has in his plate, that will be enough for at least 5 or 6 people. At least. All he ate was the skin and some meat. He didn't have mortadella, so the mortadella is useless for this recipe. Avoid that.
I want to stay with that like, oh, it is porkier.
Yes.
We got that. Guys, I enjoy watching this video. I love Guga, he's funny, and I hope we get to meet soon in Italy or USA or here in Australia. I'm waiting for you. We can make porchetta together and I'll make it porky for you. And he went to Italy not long ago, and I liked he posted something on social media. And he did say, the food in Italy blew his mind. He had the best food in the world. So that made me happy because this video is older. He didn't go to Italy yet. He didn't know much about the porchetta, probably from Italy. And I still want to introduce him to the king of porchetta in Italy because he will absolutely love how the porchetta turns out. And you will love it too. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you on the next Vincenzo's Plate reaction video. E ora si mangia. Vincenzo's Plate. Write comment below. Send me videos to react to. I want to know what video do I have to react to.